Albatross mistakes. Okay, so it's not an albatross, it's a penguin, but you get the idea. Albatross around your neck is a really popular expression, talked about it in Supersize Your Business today. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, what's she up to now? Documenting the journey as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. And this whole albatross around your neck thing got me thinking about, and I actually woke up this morning and started a list of the top 10 mistakes that I have personally made, not the top 10 most common mistakes, but I suspect that the list of the top 10 most common mistakes and the top 10 mistakes that I've personally made as I've moved from the offline world to the online world, I made a list of those, and I just realized that maybe it had something to do subliminally with me doing the topic an albatross around your neck, because an albatross around our neck is all about, you know, difficult burdens that we carry that we don't think we can get rid of. When we've done the wrong thing and we beat ourselves up about it, that can become an albatross around our neck. It can cause all kinds of challenges in our lives, especially in our businesses, but in our lives as well, up to and including death. I can vouch for that one. So I was thinking about those mistakes, and I'm thinking I will actually do, as part of the live challenge workshop, I will do a bonus day on the 10 biggest mistakes as you go from and transition from the offline world to the online world, and how to, maybe, and I'll do it inside the program, how to avoid them, how to make sure that you're not making those mistakes. It's really easy to talk about all the mistakes that we make, but the trick is, how do you help other people make sure they don't make those same mistakes? And actually, it's easier than you think. I so wish that I had read and done more research when I went online, when I decided I was going to do some online things instead of offline things. I wish I had actually done more homework and looked into what are all the mistakes, what are the pitfalls, and made sure that I got myself prepared to not fall into those holes, because I like to think I'm so different than everybody else, but the truth is I fell into pretty much every predictable hole that anybody going online can possibly fall into, right? I compared myself to others. I didn't focus on one thing. You know, that's why I'm on day 766 of documenting my journey as I transition from the offline to the online world. My original thought was that I wanted to duplicate the success I've had offline in the offline world, doing it online. And I mistakenly thought that it would happen really, really quickly, right? I've had a lot of success offline, and I thought, well, I'll just come online and I'll duplicate that success. Not being cognizant of or paying enough attention to what the differences were in this industry and in the way the online world works. Now, there's a lot of mistakes I didn't make. There's a lot of stuff that people do online that I would never ever do, thank goodness, because I don't like them. I think we tend to be attracted to things that we like, and we repel things that we don't like. And so there's a lot of mistakes I could have made. I'm sure there's tens of thousands of mistakes you can make whenever you go after something new, but I definitely fell into some great big potholes. And that, guess what? That's my journey. That was the things that I needed to learn. And part of what I needed to learn was, before you jump into something, and you aren't good at jumping into things, maybe do a little bit more research and a little bit more homework. And so I tend to do that now. I don't tend to do that now. I absolutely positively do that now. I go less on 100% my gut instinct. Now, I do not ignore my intuition and my gut instinct, because every time I've done that in the past, that's turned out really, 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 really bad as well. So it's a balancing of both. So albatross around your neck. I like the penguin around my neck, and I like how I'm holding him on with a tree of life necklace. It just seems to balance things out. So working on Supersize Your Business, always plugging away, adding value and adding content to my Supersize Your Business focus and those folks. But working on, and I started yesterday, I did the first of a 20 countdown to the live challenge workshop, which is launching on March 23rd. It's going to be a 10-day challenge, 5 days pure content, sharing with people how you can exactly use the challenge strategy and create challenges of your own to bring as many people, or to get whatever result you want. But most business owners want more people coming into their business, into the world, and not just any people. They want the people that they love to serve to come into their world. So we're going to walk through, and by day 5 of that challenge, you will have your entire challenge mapped out and ready to launch the following Monday if you want. You could actually launch the following Monday. Recommend you don't do that because I think you should give it a little bit of time to promote it and let people know you're going to do a challenge. But if you've already got an audience and a group of people, by Monday you could totally launch your challenge. So I've just done freaking so many of my, I get reminded every once in a while I'll have to look something up and I'll see 4 or 5 or 6 different challenges that I had totally forgot that I'd even done. I have done hundreds of challenges, actually tens of thousands of challenges in my lifetime, and helped tens of thousands of people to overcome their challenges and face challenges as well. So that's why I'm so passionate about figuring this out. Challenges create change. Challenges are what cause us to change. Without challenges, without any pain, Tony Robbins always talks about pain. Without any pain, we would not change. We wouldn't change anything. If we're in a perfectly happy, content situation, we just keep going with the status quo. We do not make any changes in our life. So if everything's perfect in your life, don't join the live challenge workshop. If you want more or something, anything in your life, any result in a very, very quick time. I say in days, not years, because with challenges, you can accomplish in days, literally in days, what it takes other people years to do and accomplish. And I've proven that time and time again on myself and with other people as well. They always are amazed at what they can actually do. I think we tend to overestimate what we can do in a very short time, but we underestimate what we can do in a longer term. I think Tony Robbins said that too. I think, we all set these lofty goals. We're like, I'm going to make $1 million this year. And then our egos will talk us out of even going for it because we won't believe that it's true for us. And maybe it's $1 billion for you, whatever the number is for you. It's different for each of us. Or we set a goal that, we're going to get a new car by Friday, right? Today's Wednesday, by the way. We're going to get a new car by Friday. Well, maybe you are, but maybe not, right? And it's not about being unrealistic or realistic. It's about what we believe. So working on that. So the Live Thrive Challenge, working on that. Today I'll be countdown day 19 leading up to that challenge. Live Challenge Workshop. I keep calling it the Live Thrive Challenge because I've done a Live Thrive Challenge before. Actually, I've done several of those. I've got a pop-up page called Thrive Challenge, and that's where I'll be doing the Live Challenge Workshop. If you're interested, hit facebook.com/group/Thrive Challenge and join the group. Join the group now because I'll be putting content in there all along between now and the launch of the challenge that you can use to start thinking about and working on your own challenge. The challenges are the goal that you want to achieve in 5 days. Working on that. One funnel away, week 3, day, what is it today? Wednesday, day 3. And this is Build Your Funnel Week. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it doesn't matter. So it's all about building out the funnels. We're taking all the pieces that you've created in the first 2 weeks and putting those components into the actual sales message, website, funnel, whatever you want to call it, page that we're creating. I am not doing anyone else's challenge right now, but I did win a consultation with Michelle Virag for participating in her challenge, which I have to highly recommend. I loved it. It was different than what other people are doing with their challenges. She had a spy theme and she had hidden clues and ways to earn points to win prizes and things, and I think that was a really fun and creative way of doing it. Now, I will let you in on a little secret. I am doing a scavenger hunt as part of the Live Challenge Workshop, and there will be 10 clues. And you get the clues, and then you take the first letter of each clue and you plug them in to spell a word. And then if by April 1st at midnight, everybody who enters the correct word, I'll do a drawing, and that the person that I draw from all the correct answers will win a $25,000 value prize. So it's kind of a fun, big deal scavenger hunt, right? What else have I got going on? My amazing little granddaughter's coming back today. She's been on vacation with her parents for a weekend, so I have had a very relaxing and quiet past week. So that's about to end with a blast, I'm sure. Probably any minute now, so I should stop rambling. If I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. If you want to be a part of the challenge, just ask in the comments below. If you have a question that's been nagging at you and you don't feel like you have anyone else you can ask, just ask the question. I might not know the answer. I probably won't, depending on what it is, but I will hook you up with a person that can help you, or help you with the next step and move you in the right direction so that you don't feel stuck. One of the biggest frustrations in my past life has been feeling stuck. And I know when I was transitioning from the offline to the online world, I let myself be stuck for like a couple weeks at a time. In the offline world, I'd let myself be stuck for months and years. In the online world, everything's faster, I think. And so I would get to the frustration threshold that I could tolerate at about the 2-week mark, and then that's when I would finally ask for help. And I was in a timed program when I discovered this about myself, that I didn't ever want to ask for help. Like everyone else on the planet knew, but I didn't know this about myself. So I would hit about the 2-week threshold and I'd be like, this is not okay, I need to ask the question. And as soon as I asked the question, as soon as I would type the question in a box asking someone, even and hit send, even before anyone could respond, the answer would appear. I would have the answer. And that happened a handful of times before I realized, oh my God, all I need to do is ask, and then maybe it'll take a little while, but it's gonna be a lot faster than if I stress and struggle trying to figure it out myself, right? That is actually one of the biggest mistakes I make, is to not ask for help. Just ask my family, they'll tell you. And to underestimate the challenges that I personally face, that I overcome on a daily basis. I totally underestimate that. And that's okay, because that's my perspective and my way of dealing with and learning from challenges, right? We all have our own patterns that we run. And for some reason, I'm fascinated with patterns lately. And I'm really trying hard to see my own patterns. It's really interesting. We can see other people's patterns very clearly, very easily. We're like, all right, you always date the same type person, and then you get your heart broken and you wonder why your heart is broken. Or you always eat too much sugar and then you feel terrible the next day, but you do it again. Or you always drink too much and then you get a hangover, and then you beat yourself up, and then you don't drink for a long time, then you do it again. We all have these patterns that we run. We have patterns that help us do everything. And sometimes patterns are really, really good, right? We have patterns of getting up in the morning routines. We have patterns that support our life. We have patterns that don't support our life. It's kind of good and bad habits, right? And the more we understand and see our patterns, we can say, yep, that pattern works for me, I love it. Or, nah, that pattern, that letting this person trigger me in a negative way, the ex-husband can still trigger me in a negative way, letting him trigger me causes me to run this pattern, and this pattern doesn't make me feel good when I overreact or get grumpy or use the wrong tone of voice. So what am I going to do to get rid of that pattern and then substitute it with a pattern that I want, a positive pattern? I like to call it positive pattern introduction and replacement patterns, because we can't just let something go and then leave a void. Something will fill that void, and if we don't fill it with something we want, it'll fill up with the same thing that we just let go of. That's why when we think that we've let go of a past experience or a past relationship or a past thing, something will pop up and trigger it, and we're right back where we were, 25 years ago when somebody rejected us, or when we didn't get that job, or whatever the situation was. So that's it. Have an absolutely fantastic day. And again, if I can help you in any way, just hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Bye.